Hi guys. So I am recording this today because I always feel like when I have myself actually put together and, some earrings and makeup on that I should probably record video because, well, why not? um, so anyway, today is a good day. It's a beautiful day. It's very cold here. For those of you that are watching, I know I have some friends of mine that watch from different places. Um, of course, one of those places is Canada, and girlfriend, I know that you know who I'm probably thinking of because you're the one that watches this, but you're probably just as cold, if not colder, than we are, and probably under as much snow and ice. We've had a week where we had substantial ice accumulation, not so much snow here, but ours was mostly ice. So thank God I was able to get out of the driveway this morning and make it to church because I had 2 COVID weeks where I couldn't even do that. So to be able to see everybody and experience that was a fantastic thing. Life has been interesting. Still trying to adjust some of my meds. I actually having some side effects that they can't seem to figure out which drug is causing what because I'm so special that I'm on so many. And that being said, I'm going to kind of fill you guys in here because I had somebody ask me, a couple of people asked me again this morning, so are you done with treatment? And the answer to that is no, and probably not going to be for any length of time until, God manifests full healing for me. And I am truly claiming that because of all that He's already done. So I am holding on to that because where I'm at, to fill you in, is that they can treat the type of cancer they say that I have, but they can't cure it. It's one of those things where I've got to learn to live with it on numerous meds. So every 3 weeks, I go and get infusions of 2 drugs called Progetta and Herceptin. If you want to Google it and know more, the more you know. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, if you want to know more, feel free to Google that. Progetta and Herceptin, and those are 2 drugs that are phenomenal. They actually go in and find HER2 positive cancers and like blow up the cells, but they leave your good cells alone. They do have side effects, so imagine that. And of course, I get some of the strange ones from everything that I take, but they're minimal and they're manageable and that sort of thing. So I get those every 3 weeks. I go up to the Stephanie Spielman Center up at Ohio State and I get those infusions every 3 weeks. So that's the one part of it. And then I also at home take right now a regimen as far as traditional medicine. I take it's called anastrozole. They changed it from, I was taking letrozole, but they changed it to anastrozole, which is an aromatase inhibitor. If you really want to get frisky and Google that and learn what all that does. So basically that blocks all of my hormones since the cancers that I have are fed by my hormones. So that's what this is. It's a aromatase inhibitor. So it inhibits those things. And then I also am taking Ibrance, which is another type of like blocker. So that's where we've been playing around with that dosage. They had me on like the highest dose, which was 125 milligrams every day that I would take for like 3 weeks, and then I was off a week. Sorry, still got the COVID cough. So anyway, and then they switched that and we did every 2 weeks and then off a week. And I was still having some major issues with lacerations in my mouth and ulcers, and not your typical ones, which I think I discussed in another video. They were different than anything I've ever experienced. And I've had ulcers off and on in my mouth all of my life. I remember my mom taking me as a teenager to the doctor and them having to shoot medicine in some of those and lance them and all sorts of nastiness. So I've dealt with them my whole life, but these are different. There's a pain to them that is not describable, and they weren't healing by traditional methods, which is normally like an antiviral medication. So they swabbed those, and turns out they're not viral at all. They are some kind of a reaction to one of the medicines I'm on. So that's why they switched from the letrozole to the anastrozole to see if that would help. And then they left me off of the Ibrance for a while. Good news is I've been off of the Ibrance for a while. And that apparently isn't it. I guess if that's good news, because I'm getting ulcers in my mouth. And so that means that it's, my guess would be the anastrozole, which are those estrogen blockers. So what we're going to have to do is try to find a happy place, find a, I don't know, either a medicine I can use, which I do have a mouthwash I can use now. So either find a mouthwash I can use. It's a steroid mouthwash that I can use that helps to keep those kind of at bay. Because when they get really bad, I can't eat, or I can't really speak very well. I recorded a video a while back that I haven't even put up yet. So all of these videos of mine are going to be completely out of chronological order, completely out of chronological order. But if you know me, that's okay. You just follow me because you want to know what's really going on and try to understand some of this. Which, if you understand all this, you're doing better than I am some days. But where was I going with that? Oh, so I recorded a video actually when I had those sores in my mouth the first time. And you'll see if I ever get that put up that, like, even trying to talk was virtually impossible. My whole lip was swollen, and my sinuses were swollen. Basically, I was a hot mess, but that's not any different than usual either. It's just a little different hot mess than I normally am. Oh gosh, I'm thinking about some of the videos I've recorded that I really need to get put up. I've got to learn to edit better, just for your enjoying amusement, pleasure, if I ever get it put up. I actually had one where I took a sneezing fit in the middle of it, sneezed one of my eyelashes completely off, so my eyelashes went all over the place. So I definitely got to get that edited and get it up, because I mean, who doesn't need a laugh every now and again? And if it can be at my expense instead of somebody else's, I'm all for it. I'm good with that, because I'm good with that. I laugh at myself. Somebody else might as well do it with me. That's about all I've got for today. It's a good day. And life is good even when it isn't. As I always say to you guys, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to try my best to start coming up with a regular routine for these instead of just willy-nilly. But today I wanted to kind of shoot some information at you, just because was asked a few times this morning by different people, and I thought maybe that'll clear it up. What I didn't and should have said with all of that at the end, when I was talking about my regime and my medicines and everything they have me on, is basically I'm on all of these things for the duration. This is a cancer that they say that is not curable, so I've got to learn to live with the fact that it's in my body, according to all their diagnoses. And I've got to stay on all these crazy medicines with all these crazy side effects for the duration. So that's that. Now you know, you understand it all, right? Yeah, you got it all down. So like I said, if you understand it all, please explain it to me, because there's days I'm still like, okay, this medicine's for what? And it just goes on. So that's where we are. But I refuse to not live just to survive. I'm going to live, and I'm going to enjoy every moment that God gives me, whether I may be sitting on a couch one day with sores and other issues, or whether I'm able to get out and enjoy my day. Life is still good because I'm still living it, and I am so incredibly blessed in so many ways. So that's that for today. I hope you guys have a great week. It's Sunday, and we're just kind of hanging out now that we're all back home. And that's that. I am using some new recording equipment today, and I used it a couple times, and haven't posted those videos yet. But this time I'm using it a little more extensively here. So Joshua got me this for Christmas, and it holds my phone and has a little mic on it. So hopefully the audio is clearer as well. I'm going to learn more what I'm doing one of these days. And hopefully, since we're maybe getting these meds a little more adjusted, that should be more forthcoming in the future. So do me a favor, like, subscribe, share this. Especially share it with somebody that you know that has asked how I'm doing, or somebody that may be going through cancer themselves or going through a hard time. I mean, not to be a Debbie Downer, but they say that I have cancer in my body that I can't get rid of, and that it can spread, and that it's considered a terminal illness. But I know that that isn't the end, and that life is good even when it isn't, which has kind of become my tag. And I want other people to experience that. I want other people to realize that. I want other people to see that. So anyway, share for me. Okay? All right, guys. Love you bunches. Bye. No Huck today. Sorry for those of you that really enjoy Huck at the end. I've actually heard comments on that. So sorry, no Huck today, but I'm sure I snorted for those of you that enjoy that too. You guys take care. Life is good even when it isn't. And my God is good every day, all the time. Take care. Bye.